Hey everybody, welcome to the third lesson of Science 24 Unit A. This lesson we're going to talk about chemistry at work, and going along with you in this lesson again is Mr. Adamson. So workplace chemistry. So today chemistry is used everywhere in the workplace, just like we talked about everywhere. Previously at the home, in life from the past to the future here. We have it also in our work. So auto repair shops, they use paints, fillers, and cleaners. Those are all made through ideas of chemistry and combining different components to make what we need. Okay, hair salons through perm, shampoos, and conditioners. It's not like it's just one substance that you pull naturally from the earth. These are chemicals that you have to bring together to do their job. In offices, you have toner cartridges, so the inks, the correction fluid, so whiteout. These things are not naturally coming from the earth. They are man-made. They are synthetic. In construction sites, you have explosives, like paints again, solvents that you may need for cleaning. Okay, so why do we use soap to wash our hair? Or why don't we use soap to wash our hair? Well, soap breaks down proteins such as our hair and reacts with water to produce soap scum. So what can we do instead? Well, we use shampoo because it is man-made. It's synthetic detergent that will help us wash the oil and dirt from our hair and therefore not wreck the proteins in our hair and further destroying our hair than it is naturally through UV rays and such. Okay, something that's important to know when you're at work is the WHMIS symbols. So what is WHMIS? Well, WHMIS is the Workplace Hazardous Material Information System. WHMIS is a system composed of 8 easy-to-see warning signs. First one that we have here is compressed gas. This one, I'm not sure, it didn't really come over very well in my picture here for some reason, is corrosive materials right here. Next, we have this one right here. We have oxidizing materials. So that it may get quite hot, start to burn. And this other one over here, we have something that's flammable, so it's going to start on fire. Then this one here, we have poisonous. And then the last one over here, again, this, not sure what's going on, but this symbol here, it looks like a T. This is toxic. And then the last two that we have, this symbol here is biohazardous, and the last one on the right is reactive. So you put two chemicals together and they may give off energy, meaning they may spark, explode, do something that's not, very safe. So this system provides details on how to store, handle, and dispose of dangerous substances at work. So an example in relation that you may see in the chem lab is acetone. And so you can see here in relation to WHMIS symbols, it is oxidizing and toxic. Other things that you need to be aware of are the MSDS. And what is an MSDS? Well, MSDS is material safety data sheets. Say all manufacturers of hazardous products must provide information sheets about their products. And this is an MSDS. Now, MSDS identifies the chemical and physical hazards associated with a certain product. So an MSDS includes the melting point. So when you apply a lot of heat to it, when's it going to break down? Boiling point, when's it going to possibly start turning into a gas? Toxicity of it, the health effects that, if you're exposed to it, first aid if you're exposed to it, if it spills or leaks, how you should clean it up. And here is an example of a material safety data sheet for the Benefactor multipurpose cleaner. So it's the cleaner, so you can see here the chemical class, who it comes from, a bunch of information here. There's emergency phone numbers, and then composition material, so what is it made up of? Hazardous identification, so you can see here, it gets in your eyes, your skin, or you ingest it. Effects of acute exposure, so just a little bit over time. Chronic exposure, if you're continually exposed to it. First aid measures, if you get it in your eyes, so flush with water, remove your lenses. If you get it in your skin, you ingest it or inhale it. And continually going down if it starts on fire, so firefighting measures. And this is all information that is important when you are dealing with these chemicals along with the WHMIS symbols. So there's a little bit about chemistry at work. Hopefully you're able to take something from that. The special important part that you really need to know is the symbols, and then again, what can you get from MS DS Sheet? Thanks for listening.